What are urban myths? Modern stories spread by word of mouth. Spirits, cryptids, aliens, paranormal incidents, unsolved cases, conspiracies? Most are unfounded rumors which grow as they are passed on. Many urban myths are rooted in harmless everyday gossip. But are they all, truly? Hello everybody, and welcome to my playthrough of Urban Myth Dissolution Center. So this is a game I've been wanting to play for quite a while, and this is originally a Japanese game. So I'm just gonna kind of explain how I'm planning on doing this. So I played through the demo. The demo was really awesome, really amazing. However, when the full game released, there were quite a few complaints about the English translation. So this is what we're gonna do. As I am a translation channel, we are going to, one, play through the demo with it's a fairly decent English translation, so we'll play through that. And then once the demo has ended, we will be translating ourselves. So if you're interested in just kind of seeing my version of the translation, because a lot of the Steam reviews said that the bad translation really hurt their experience of this game. So hopefully it's not just a general writing in Japanese versus just the translation that kind of tarnished that. So I'm going to try that out myself, see how it goes. But for the most part, I think we're going to have lots of fun. This is a very cool looking game. Kind of reminds me of another game called Deathmark. So, you know, kind of like solving the cases and little things like that. Not to mention the pixel art is really, really beautiful. So let's just get right in there and start a new game. Yes. This is a work of fiction. The organizations, businesses, and characters depicted are all fictitious. Oh, that is really fast. Yikes. Oh no. Why now? Why here? There's something here. Hi, Itazami. Three days ago. All right. Anomaly checkup, Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Is this the place? Hello, I'm looking for the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Business call? I've always seen weird things ever since I was born. I was hoping they might be able to help. Center's down the elevator, 4 floors deep. I hope they can fix me here. Hello? I see you saw our poster while shopping and came here seeking our help. And you have a problem you want solved as soon as possible. Why, yes, but how did you... Your gaze is focused somewhere just behind me. You see it, don't you? Miss Azami Fukurai. That's me, but how do you know my... I too happen to see as you do. Thanks to this strange power. Who am I, you wonder? Ayumu Miguria, Center's director. First, let us identify what you're seeing. Identify? These might help clear things up. Welcome to the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Alright, so apologies. The cutscenes in this game are super fast. I was not clicking through any of that, so I'm sorry if that kind of seems super rushed. It's one of my complaints about this game so far, but I can control the in-game dialogue text speed at least. So let's get right back into it. What are these glasses? The ghost behind you suddenly looks a lot more clear. As I said, they help you focus. Now, Mrs. Omni, about the things you are seeing. They are different from ghosts, as in spirits of deceased individuals. They're not ghosts? Indeed, you might call it clairvoyance. Vestiges of persons and objects that existed are retained everywhere. You are probably visualizing them in some way. I see. Simply put, you can see people and things that were there before. But seeing them better isn't really helping. You see them in focus by wearing these special glasses. This proves that your power is indeed clairvoyance. And could you perhaps help me deal with this clairvoyance? We could indeed. Here, at the Urban Myth Dissolution Center, we work as a detective agency for anomalies, which handles cases beyond the capabilities of regular law enforcement. Upon official request, we could certainly support you in figuring out your clairvoyance. Then please, do something about these things I'm seeing. All in due time. Let's get you in a seat first so you can relax a bit. Oh, right. Slowing down, sitting down. Ow! Oh, of course. Huh? Oh, what just happened? That chair is said to bring death to those who sit in it. A terrible curse indeed. What? The cursed chair. I had placed it there for research. How careless of me. So what happens now? You sat in it, so you either figure things out or just die. Let's undo the curse that just hit you. Yes, please. I believe I kept a research file on this chair somewhere. With my limited mobility, it may take too long for me to get to it. We're looking for a research file? Then I won't die, right? I'll look for it and find it. I'm powerless to assist, as you can see, but the file should be in this very room. Let me know when you find it. Understood. File coming right up. Alright, so we have how to undo the curse and find the file. Look at the chair. I thought this was here for guests. Why did I sit on something like that? And why leave such a thing lying around anyway? I agree with you. No idea what I'm even looking for. Look for file? Kunio Yanagita, Kumagusu Minakata, Shinobu Orikuchi, Shigeru Mizuki. Folklore studies. Am I pronouncing these names right? The Legacy of Miss Ripper. How not to meet your doppelganger. Warmer at least? Oh, this book has a mark on it. The Dangers of Snake Venom. Hemotoxins from venomous snakes breaks down proteins. This can cause necrosis in muscle tissue and may warrant special attention. Way too complicated for me. But it's unrelated to urban myths. Why is this book even here? Is this the medical section? Depression, oppression, and liberation. Caring for schizophrenia. Sounds complicated. Maybe somewhere else? Shaping your happiness. Surefire tips for building rapport. Occult Great Reset. All sorts of books here. But I'm not finding this research file anywhere. I should check with the director. Director-san? Yes? Do I look pale? I'm feeling kind of queasy. Considering this room is rather dark, you look healthily pale. Gee, thanks. Can't find it. The bookshelves are full of occultish titles, but I can't seem to find the research file. I see. In that case, I suggest you put on those glasses I handed you earlier and try again. But when I wore these glasses earlier, it felt like my ghost sight got turned up. It's unfortunate that I no longer remember where I placed the file. I suppose I'll have to try searching myself. Let's hope we won't be too late. Wait, what happens to me if we are too late? I'll put the glasses on and use this clairvoyance or whatever to find the file. Okay, we got a new... Here it goes. I'm definitely seeing this. This place has ghosts too. Or rather, people and things that were here before. Or something. They used to be vague shapes, but now I see them much more clearly. I'm shaking, but I might find something near that shadow, right? Right. Now or never. I knew I saw a ghost behind the director. Wearing the glasses makes me see it even more clearly. I'm having trouble talking to him with these glasses on. I should take off the glasses when we need to talk. Examine. There's a flickery ghost touching one of the books. Some papers are stuck inside. Could this be the research file? I should show it to the director. Found a clue. Research file. Just gonna quickly double check there's nothing else in the room. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's take these off. I think it's this one. Fantastic. Your power is indeed similar to mine. You have the power to see it all. Case wrapped? So I'm safe now. How do you undo the curse? I don't know. Huh? The file didn't mention anything about uncursing. Only that those afflicted by the curse would all suffer from lower body necrosis. Necrosis? What is that? Simply put, they rot away. Rot away? A death-inducing curse. How could... what should I even do? When you sat down, did you feel anything on the chair? What I felt? I did feel a jab or something, I think. I see. That might warrant another look at the chair itself. You may find clues as to the nature of the curse. I'll go check. Gotta keep trying. Examine the chair. Remember, I felt a jab when I sat down. This chair is old. Some parts have splinters sticking out. Did one of these jab me when I sat down? I should mention this to the director too. Jabbed by a splinter? I remember now. When I sat in that chair, I felt a jab on my behind. Though it's an old chair, so it's probably just a splinter or something. I see. But that's not really worth mentioning, is it? Sorry. Will I die from this curse? No need for such distress. Why not savor this rare moment? How could I possibly? Mrs. Ami, let's try to think of a hypothesis. A hypothesis? Randomly collected information is rarely of substantial merit in itself. What kind of information have you gathered? Let me see. Previously cursed people rotted away from their lower bodies. I was jabbed in the bum by a splinter. Oh my, I honestly have no clue. Compare a potential explanation from those two pieces of information and focus on the most likely possibility. It's alright, you can do this. Compare possibilities from the collected information. Focus on one? Not sure I understand, but I'll give it a thought. Okay, how to undo the curse. Let's think things over for a bit. But what should I think about and how? Let me offer a hint to get you started. Director-san? According to my research, victims who sat in the chair all rotted away from their lower bodies. Which means people who sit down are cursed and their bodies start rotting? Yes. However, you mentioned feeling something when you sat down. When I sat, I felt a jab, like from a splinter. That pain was real. Next, choose the most likely explanation from among the possibilities. We need to reach a hypothesis. Understood. What is the nature of the chair's cursed? Maybe there's a mechanism in the chair's seat that jabs you with a needle, then injects a necrotizing poison. Good. Maybe there's a mechanism in the chair seat that jabs you with a needle, then injects a necrotizing poison? That might mean If everyone rots away in the same way, maybe it is poison. And maybe that pain I felt was a needle or something? I see. It seems you have a viable hypothesis. The chair's seat. Maybe there's something hidden in the seat of the chair. Will I be okay now then? Once you have a hypothesis, you need to test that theory. If your hypothesis is correct, the chair should house some kind of mechanism. I'll check right now. Take a look. Hey, there's a lid-like thing under the seat part. If there's a clue to what the poison is, we can find an antidote. Huh? It's not coming off. There we go!